Welcome to the One Bright Star program, where we bring to light different resources in the community for families that have lost a child and just families grieving in general. One of the things One Bright Star tries to do is to help network in the community and promote the different resources available. We're very glad to have on the Mayo Clinic Health System with us their Hospice Program. And we're here with Jeannie. So Jeannie, could you tell me a little bit about your involvement with the Hospice Program?
Sure. I am the bereavement coordinator, and so I contact families following the death of their loved ones. So I reach out to them either by mail or phone and just provide information about our grief services and invite them to partake in our services to kind of help them through the process.
And what kind of services do you offer throughout the year?
Well, we have we have 3 grief groups that we offer. So one in the spring, in the summer, and the fall, and we have another support group called Hope for Women. It's a support group for people who've lost a spouse or a partner or a significant other. We have Camp Oz, which is a grief camp for kids. I also do a Grief in the Holidays education seminar, and that's usually in November. We have memorial services that we hold throughout the year for various communities around Mankato. I meet with people individually as well and provide that support.
That's really great, and you're constantly having different things going on to really help people. And that's one of the things I'm a little jealous of, because One Bright Star doesn't have the resources to offer that many things. So we're glad to help support the programs that are available for families and people that are grieving. So I think that's really great.
Well, thank you.
And one of the things we partner with together is our Life After Loss program on KTOE, where we promote different things every month on the 4th Monday of every month at 1 p.m. Could you tell us a little bit about how you pick out the different items to talk about on the radio program when you're hosting it?
Sure. We talk about events that we have coming up. So if we have our volunteer training or our grief groups, and Grief in the Holidays, some of our other services, we go and we talk about those and promote those and invite people from the community to participate in those.
That's really great. So different things throughout the year that you're helping to promote. And one of the things that I think is important is for people to know that they don't always know when some of their grief is maybe going to come back, or something like around the holidays you're going to have certain sadness, and so you have a certain program for that. I think that's really great, and it's good to stay up to date with the different things going on, because whenever you need it. I know that's one of the things we like doing at One Bright Star, is just send out stuff in the mail so people can use it when they want it. They will always have it there for them.
Right.
So I think it's great to have the programs as well throughout the year, instead of just our couple of events. You have different really support groups to help people out.
Right, yep.
And one of my favorite programs that you offer is the Camp Oz program for children that you're having on October 1st this year.
Right.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. Camp Oz is a one-day grief camp that we offer every year, and this year is going to be held on October 1st, Saturday, out at Camp Patterson. And it's a program for children who've lost a loved one. Ages 6 through 18, they can participate. And it's really a day about fun and celebrating, remembering their loved ones. So we do lots of fun activities. This year we have some Capture the Flag planned. We have a group from the Twin Cities coming down, and they're going to do their comedy show. And so they're going to put that on for the kids. We have like archery. We have a musician coming, and he's going to help create a song with the kids. And then they perform that at our closing ceremony. And then we invite families to come at the very end of the day, and we have a meal, and we share that with the families, and then we do a closing ceremony together where we honor and remember their loved ones.
That sounds like a lot of fun, and I think that's one of the hardest things to do with grief and loss, is to find ways to really celebrate the lives of those we've lost and remember them in a positive way instead of being sad all the time, because that's hard.
Well, we do spend some time during the day talking about their loved ones. So we do have a couple small groups where they get a chance to share their experience in their loss and connect with kids who also have experienced that loss.
Yeah, of course, and that's really great for them to see that they're not alone in that. And
right.
That's what with a lot of these support groups, it's to see that you're not alone. That's one of the things with One Bright Star with our pins and jewelry. We want to show people they're not alone, because a lot of times people can feel alone and feel isolated. Sometimes their family and friends may have kind of moved on or not really thinking about as much as they do, because it's a constant thing when somebody loses someone.
Right.
So I think that's really great. Do you have any other programs that may be of interest for families that have lost a child?
Well, we offer a teen grief group following Camp Oz. So if we have enough interest, we will provide a grief group for those kids, usually junior high and senior high. We do that as well. And then we have children's memorial service, and that is held the second Sunday of December every year. So we invite people in the community who've lost a loved one, and they can come. We have a memorial service where we light candles and share memories and just kind of reflect on the loss. And it's just a really nice experience for people in the community to come together and remember their loved ones at least once a year with other people.
Yeah, and that's really great to bring people together. And I like how you have different groups for different demographics, because people do grieve differently. And so I think that's really great. Is there anything else you'd like to share about the hospice programs you offer?
We also have a teddy bear event as well. We just started that this past year, where we invite families to come and they bring a piece of clothing, and then we have volunteer sewers who help the families cut out the pattern and then sew together the teddy bear, and then they can leave with a teddy bear to remember their loved one by.
And that's really great. So just something small to keep around the house. And,
right.
You know, I think that's really cool.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Well, just for people just to remember, that they don't have to suffer alone, and encourage them to reach out for help and get support. Research has indicated that support is one of the number one key components in healing from your grief. And so just to reach out, whether it be through hospice, their church, employee assistance programs, perhaps their doctor can provide some referral, but just to get that support so that they don't have to suffer alone.
Yeah, and one of the great things that I think you do after people have kind of gone through their own grief is being able to help other people through grief as well in different ways. And we have a lot of different volunteer programs available.
Right, yeah.
That's really great. Could you tell us a little bit about the different volunteer opportunities you may have?
Sure. Well, we have general volunteers who help the hospice families. So they go in and they provide that respite for families. So maybe they can go get their groceries or just have a little time away. We have volunteers that can help with some light housekeeping, meal preparation. We have massage therapists that will go in and give some light massages. We've got a music volunteer will go in and sing and play the guitar. We have pet therapy, and they go into our nursing homes or assisted living, and they go visit our hospice patients. And of course, people love pets, so that's been really great. Other times, volunteers will just play cards, talk with the patients. I also have bereavement volunteers who make phone calls, and we have a number of volunteers who help with our Hope group, which is a support group for women, and they help facilitate those groups.
And that's really great. It's lots of ways, and those small things make a huge difference in people's lives, especially when they're going through such a difficult time.
Exactly.
Well, anything else you have to share with us about the hospice programs you offer?
No, not today.
Okay. Well, it's great having you on, Janine, and I'm so glad you could come here and talk with us. And we look forward to sharing more resources with the community on KTV and our future programs. So thank you for watching.
You can contact hospice if you're interested in learning more about our hospice program or our grief services. You can call our main hospice number at 385-2618, and that is area code 507.